Principles of Auditing Part 2. This is a second video in series of videos on principles of auditing as per ISO 19011. If you haven't seen first video, I am giving link on the top right hand side of this video. I recommend watching that video first in order to understand what ISO 19011 standard is. In this video, we will cover second principle of auditing, which is fair presentation. Content of this video will be what is meant by fair presentation, how to report audit results truthfully, how to use elements such as non-conformity statement, objective evidence, and requirements to accurately report audit results, then how to use 4W1H tool for proper documentation of objective evidence, and we will also cover how to report in timely manner. So let's start. Presentation throughout the audit has to be fair. By fair here means reporting the results of audits or any observations truthfully, accurately and timely. In order to be truthful, don't hesitate to raise NCs, whether it is against CEO of the firm you are auditing or your boss. In order to truthfully report the results of audits, during opening and closing meeting, you can make statements such as audit criteria is dash dash. Audit shall be conducted based on this criteria. In case any deviation is found from this criteria, it shall be considered as a non-conformity. Non-conformity doesn't mean there is anyone's fault. It means there is a gap in system which needs to be removed for better results. Another aspect of representation is reporting accurately. Accurate reporting helps in closing the findings of audit properly and for traceability. For example, if the non-conformity is written as first piece inspection record not available, we won't be able to trace the date of production, the part sample of which first piece record was not available, then the shift of production, etc. Hence, we can't trace back if this NC report is referred in future, and it will be difficult to close such a non-conformity. Then how to properly write a non-conformity? Non-conformity report should include a NC statement, an objective evidence and requirement reference. A NC statement specifying which process has failed. You can set as X process is not effective or X process is not fully effective. We are supposed to specify which process has failed here. Referring to the example covered earlier, you can write the NC statement as first piece approval process is not effective. Objective evidence. Objective evidence means data supporting the existence of verity of something. Objective evidence should specify what evidence was referred to check whether a particular requirement is met. The objective evidence can be in the form of interview. For example, you ask the auditee about what is the quality policy of the organization and he was not able to tell. Another form of objective evidence can be documented information. Example, you go to shop floor and find that work instruction displayed at the work session but is not readable since it is worn out. Another medium of objective evidence can be observation, that is visuals. Example, you go to shop floor and find out that a material is kept on line without identification. Medium can be any, but you have to be specific while writing objective evidence. You can use 4W1H tool for writing objective evidence. First W in this tool means what. Here you can specify what wrong you have observed, which deviates from the requirement. Second W means where. Here you can specify the location, which can be line, department, etc. Third W means when. Here you can specify time, date, shift or duration. Fourth W means who. Here you can specify who was interviewed or who was responsible for a particular activity, etc. And H means how much. Here you can specify the quantity or frequency. It can be like 50 parts produced, still first piece inspection record was not evident. Let's look at one example of usage of this tool. What? First piece inspection record of part ABC 2351 not evident. Where? BIW assembly line stage 3. When? First shift. Production of parts started at 8 am, that is 2 hours back. Who? Here specifying who seems irrelevant. How much? 50 parts produced, still no record of first piece inspection. Requirement. Here you need to specify the requirement from the audit criteria. It can be standard, legal requirement, customer requirement, or organizational requirement, which can be procedures, work instructions, control plan, etc. Let's look at an example of documentation of a non-conformity. Non-conformity statement. First piece, approval process is not fully effective. Objective evidence. It is observed that production of part name ABC, part number 2351 was ongoing at 10 am, which was started at 8 am. No record of first piece inspection evident. Requirement reference. Control plan CP 235101 revision 01 dated 1/1/2018 calls to perform first piece inspection and maintain records. ISO 9001:2015 clause 8.6 Release of products and services. Requirement. The organization shall implement planned arrangements at appropriate stages to verify that the product and service requirements have been met. Another aspect of fair presentation principle is reporting timely. For timely reporting, try to report the non-conformities at the spot before leaving auditor's location, which can be a department such as purchasing department or any other department or location. Discuss the NCs there only in order to prevent arguments or conflicts later on or at the closing meeting. If audit is going to happen for multiple days, carry out a feedback meeting at the end of the day with top management to report areas of concern or non-conformities observed on that particular day. Discuss non-conformities during closing meeting and resolve conflicts if any. Release the non-conformity report prior to leaving the auditor's location, and if not possible, at least release the non-conformity reports within 24 hours. In order to be able to report in timely manner, allot a particular time for audit report and non-conformity report preparation prior to closing meeting. This can vary from 2 hours to 0.5 day depending on the size of the organization. I recommend 0.5 day to prepare an audit and non-conformity report. Don't forget to report positive points of the organization during closing meeting and in audit report. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, do hit like button, subscribe to my channel in order to get future videos, and hit bell icon to get notification of future videos. Thank you so much.